Definitely a bad sign.
Continuing to walk through the forest, you reach a point where the path is blocked by what appears to be a human-sized fungus wearing a Fun Run t-shirt from the year 2004. Um, so if you happen to be against some, real nasty chaos beast, that will be a useful thing to chug. Or just goblins. Goblins are, at least in the lore of this universe, goblins are chaotic in nature, and so goblins, orcs, a lot of things fall under the chaos aegis, and so this is not a chaos potion, but a resistance to chaos potion. It's a key distinction. It's like all those people who are running for cancer, and I'm like, stop running for cancer! It doesn't need your help. It's doing fine. This is a resistance to chaos potion. Okay, nice potion grabbing. You have definitely stripped this cart of just about anything of value. Although, I notice you've left him with the cart and his clothes. So come on, thieves, get your shit together.
As we leave, Hex loosens the bolts on his wheel.
Okay. And, just gonna write down loose bolts. Hex has loosened them. You're a monster. Okie doke, and you are back to the entrance to the Wildwood. ScarJo has burned through her spotlight, which I am going to just sort of take off of ScarJo, Orc of the Covenant, and put on Scarlet for now, just to remember that she doesn't have one anymore. Every other member of the team has a spotlight queued up, so you can decide where the team goes next. And for the sake of things, I'm also going to say that we're not going to consider travel time too aggressively. Any black square you want to travel to, you can travel to next. And if you want to travel to a square that you've already traveled to, that won't cost you a spotlight. Unless you have a really big scene there.
Can I do something?
Sure.
I would like to apply the orc sticker to the world.
Which world? The entrance to the Wildwood?
The forest.
The whole forest? You can only apply it to an individual scene.
Okay. Well, whenever I'm back in the forest, I want to apply it to that scene.
Okay, so entrance to the Wildwood. I think we're gonna drop ourselves into entrance to the Wildwood, having walked away from the 7 Elven convenience card. So we're all standing in the entrance to the Wildwood, and you're gonna drop the orc sticker there.
Yeah. So I just do that myself?
Yeah, copy it from your character sheet and slap it down on the entrance to the Wildwood.
1 second.
Okay.
Should I put it on top of it or on the side?
Slap it down right on top of the entrance to the Wildwood. This sticker has been applied.
It's coming in. There you go.
So, far off in the distance, you hear those. You specifically can identify those. Those are goblin war drums. And you can tell that deep in the forest there is a patch of goblins. And you know exactly where they are because you are so close to the Orc Lord. You know that the goblins are closely related to that. And so way down here you have been granted the exact location of the goblin camp in the forest, which has been unlocked for you. Not unlocked, but here is where it is in the forest. It's down here, and you can tell because you hear the goblin drums, and you know where they're going to be in the forest.
Oh, I see. Okay, I want to tell people, listen, I want to chase goblins and beat them up and make them kneel to the Orc Queen. I realize that's a really bad idea. That's just a terrible idea.
Hey, you do you.
But does anyone have a better idea for something to do than to chase goblins and in order to make them kneel to the Orc Queen?
I mean, I noticed while we were walking here that, I have a lot of knives and stuff.
Really? How many knives?
I don't know. There's one in my boot, one up my sleeve. They're just kind of all over the place. Also, check out that cool bow.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. You know, I just got this scimitar in this shield. Is this a scimitar?
I have no idea.
Are you into the? Yeah, 'cause I mean, this looks like a big sword to me. I don't really know what a scimitar is, to be honest.
So,
Still don't know what my stick does.
Aura and Hex, while they're having this conversation, you notice something about Elweth the thief in particular that I revealed to you in private earlier. So if you wanna notice that out loud to the team, you're welcome to.
I hope that's the thing that I think it is.
I think it is.
The third eye on my forehead opens up wide, and my previously blank eyes sort of like clear a little bit and start to glow blue. And I start to. It's the first time Aura speaks instead of Hex, and she says, "The fungus grows, and the river flows, and Elwith's soul is fresh to this world." And then she kind of like, her eye closes and she turns back off again. And Hex looks back and forth and goes, "Well, don't say she didn't warn you."
Side eye.
Elwith is just kind of looking around confused.
Laura, how are you feeling?
She doesn't feel much, says Hex. Pushes her a little bit from behind.
Well, that was weird.
Fresh?
Who's Elwith?
Hex looks at you up and down and goes, "Well, I'm pretty sure that's you."
Me? My name's Amelia, though.
Yes, you're Amelia, and you're Elwith, and you're always you.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, I could go with that.
We are just Aura, and we are sometimes Myrtle, but you are always Amelia.
Okay.
I disappeared.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Scroll way in and give it a second. Sometimes Mira loses track of individual pieces.
Yeah, I've been seeing that happening.
I think we've loaded so many objects into this Miroverse that it's starting to be like a little confused. There's a lot of stuff in the world.
I was saying, does other people's transparency seem on and off too?
Every now and then,
Is Hex
blurry
transparent, but the squirrel isn't anymore?
I don't think the squirrel was ever transparent.
Okay.
Because
Beatrice gets more and more blurry every like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on to this girl. It's degrading over time.
I think it's like a perspective thing. She's too close to the camera.
No, get to where the focus is.
There's Vaseline on the lens.
Okay.
For like romantic effect.
Who would like to be the next Spotlight member of the team?
I mean, like, our perception, we knew that there was something weird coming from further down the forest, right?
Yeah, and both Amelia and Scarjo were like, "We're gonna go beat those things up."
Yeah.
And I'm pretty shruggy. My Hex is like, "This isn't a democracy, but I'm following you guys just to see if you die."
It's true, but someone has to pick the Spotlight character position for the next scene, basically. If someone has to say, "We're going to go do the fungal infection," and in doing so,
we're gonna go fight the fungal infection.
It's still.
So Jen says,
Wait,
"We're gonna
but
go fight the
it's
fungal infection," and is the Spotlight character for the next scene.
Okay.
Boop.
Doop doop doo. Doop 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 doop. Ooh, it's stinky down here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go move Jen's Spotlight up. So Jen, you're in charge of the scene.
All
And
right.
so, you lead the party into a section of the forest that is just covered in what I would consider some pretty gross, nasty stuff. There's like it's really fungusy. The smell in the air is so like musty and rotten. There are mushrooms growing on every tree. Steve and Anya, you both notice that this is a cry for help from a very like wounded forest. two of you that are more attuned to nature notice that this is not happy nature. This is a very unhappy version of nature. As you tromp around in the forest, you start to notice that the fungus itself is
Carjo, come back.
Oh,
watching.
what? What? Did you want me to come back?
Yeah, check this stuff out.
Oh, all right. I'm not exactly sure where I was going, but yeah, I can check that stuff out.
Sorry, keep going, Curtis.
Oh, and so as you're sort of wandering through the muck and the mire, you notice that it feels like the fungus is sort of pointing itself at you as you walk through it.
Whoa.
Definitely a bad sign.
Continuing to walk through the forest, you reach a point where the path is blocked by what appears to be a human-sized fungus wearing a Fun Run t-shirt from the year 2004. As well as a cluster of puffballs behind him. Just like gross puffballs in the air. And he points at you and goes, "Get out! Get out of the forest! You're not welcome here."
Oh, okay,
Can I ask you a question? Can I roll Barbarian Queen to find out if I like mushroom people?
You don't have to roll Barbarian Queen. You know that you don't know much about mushroom people. You think they might be delicious, but you have no further thoughts about them.
Okay, guys, can we? I think that person might be delicious.
I think I've played that game.
Yeah. What would you think? Listen, I'm just tossing this out of there. What would you think of asking him if he can hook us up with some mushroom meat?
Like,
Mom, I get a feeling that everything is rotten around here. Like, this is not a happy place. I would not want to eat anything around here.
I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay.
Definitely eat everything you see.
I'm going to walk up.
This is not an
I'm gonna walk up to the
opportunity
mushroom
to
guy.
stand around talking. He swipes at you with one of his claws. It glances off your shield, but you feel like by not leaving immediately, you have triggered a battle with this.
Oh no!
This creepy creature. And so, guess what? You're all gonna join me over here in the character sheet to the left in the combat zone.
whee!
It's gonna be our first combat, guys.
Ah.
Everybody, get
Wow.
ready.
Escalation dice.
I'm gonna need some stuff to use for your characters.